Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Your Excellency, my dear wife, the Chairman, Council of Degree Education, let me, because of very big dignitaries that are here, and in order not to make mistake, let me observe all protocols, but particularly to recognize my leader and the man whom God used to make us what we are, Sir Dr. Peter Odili and his wife. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, let me apologize that we are forced to come into this multipurpose hall. Of course, you know, enemies will never rest. Unfortunately, they didn't know that we have an auditorium that can take the entire crowd. So it will be paining them more that this occasion is still going on. But next time I can assure you, I will be in charge. When I used to be chairman of local government, any activity, His Excellency, the Governor of Rivers State will say, make sure there will be no rain. I said there will be no rain. And there will be no rain. These days, I don't know what the chairman are doing. Maybe they are not seeing the people well, and that's the problem. With Your Excellency, mine will be to say thank you to a lot of people. I would give you the history of how this law school started. So many people may not know. And I used to lose faith in Nigeria that we don't have a country again. Everything is about ethnicity, everything is about where you come from. But I was given hope by the Director General of Nigerian Law School that there are still people who believe in the unity of this country, who believe that it is not because I'm from so-so place and therefore anything that comes must go to that area. Some time ago, I attended the court bar in Abuja. While the body of benchers were filing to the hall, I looked at the surroundings of the building. I said, how can we have this as a law school? And especially the headquarters of Nigerian Law School. This is unacceptable. And then I sent somebody to call me the Director General of Law School. I don't know him. So he came. And I said, are you the DG? He said, yes. This is our law school. What is happening? He said, well, they will manage what they have. They have no funds. I said, no. How do I support to make sure that at least this is my constituency? If I leave tomorrow as governor, and then I'm criticizing, people will ask me, when you were there, what was their contribution to make sure we have a better legal education? So I told him, okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to support one of these two buildings. He said, no, take the money to Bayelsa State, that he prefers the money to be used in Bayelsa State, where you have the Nigerian Law School. And I remembered when I was chief of staff, this law school that is in Bayelsa today was to come to Rivers State. But then the government at that time said no. They were not willing to have law school campus in Port Harcourt. So I told the DG, okay, I will come to Bayelsa and see for myself. We went to Bayelsa. I can tell you, even your worst slave, you will never allow your worst slave to go to that school. You will never. So bad. You will never pray to allow a slave to go to that school. And I was touched when we go to that place. And I said, okay, what do we do? He said, the immediate problem now is no accommodation, no auditorium for them to do any activity. I said, okay, River State government will contribute to building 900 space of a hostel and then 1,500 capacity multipurpose hall. Then I told him to go and design it. They designed it, they bought it at the cost of 5.something billion. I said, okay, we awarded, we passed through the due process and we awarded the contract. That alone gave me a problem. It gave me a problem. Oh, I came to show that we have money. It gave me a political problem, everything. Some people say, oh, Mr. Donatus, he doesn't know what to do with money. So, one of the days we choose, that was last year, something May, June. As we were going for the foundation laying ceremony, when a boss is here, Damian Dodo, former president of NBA, Apata is here, my former friend. The permanent secretary, Minister of Justice then, I think he's retired, and the chairman, Council of Legal Education. So we are discussing the boss, and I said, look, we have this kind of problem about carrying capacity. Why not, if they will agree that we are willing to build and hand over, if they are going to start a campus of the Nigerian Law School in Port Harcourt. So they encouraged me that I should mention it during my speech. Some judges of the River State Judicial Court, in fact, the Chief Judge Legend, and some other people, some politicians, some of them are not here. Most people were very angry. And I said, look, this is a school sited in the south. Ordinarily, it should have been in Port Harcourt. What if tomorrow your son or your daughter is posted to that school and look at the environment your son or your daughter is learning? How will you feel? They say, what? It is not why we should go and put that kind of money. I say, well, I've made my commitment. But some people do also not understand that public relation is part of governance. So when that day, during the flag off, and I said to them, we are willing to build a brand new school if you will agree to just give us approval. Then the chairman of the law school and legal education, Council of Legal Education, and the DG now said, no, the permanent secretary said, I will carry this request, it's a tempting request, to the Attorney General and Minister of Justice. I said, I don't enter one. If it is going to pass through the Attorney General, don't forget it is gone. Because I'm one of their most critics. I said, how would they see that and approve wicked? No, it's not possible. It's not possible. So, the DG came back to me. So, look, put application. I said, what do you mean? Application, I should write application through that one. I said, to go to where? He said, the president will, president again. Except that you don't want this to work. I couldn't believe it. It was sent to the Council of Education. It was approved. The next day they took it, like the DG said, to the Honorable Attorney General. He said, when he go to him, the Attorney General said, somebody wants to assist us. Something federal work will not do. You want me to play politics? I will not approve. So then he now called me. The Attorney General approved. I said, wait, bring the letter by yourself. I don't want to hear it. Bring the letter. Not approve it. But before you go in, they say they can't see the file again. Bring the letter.
So he brought the letter. I said, hold on. I'm going to call the leaders of the state, the senior lawyers, let them come before you make that presentation. And so he came and made the presentation. Behold, that they have approved the campus of Nigerian Law School to be Port Harcourt. That's okay. When are we going to do the flag off? They said it I'm ready. I said, okay, I'm ready July. They came. Of course, when they saw that flag off, the chairman of the Senate committee, he was not happy. House committee was not happy. Deputy Senate President was not happy. Politics started. No. How could they have done flag off? They did not tell the whole Senate committee chairman on judiciary and human rights. The House and then you know all of them are the same party. I'm an opposition party. So the politics started. So I now went to, I said, Bamidele. I said, how many times have I called you? He said, 3 times. I said, my brother, give me what God has given to you. Go and take your own. But leave me this one they have given to me. If not, I'll go to River State and tell them that it was Bamidele that stopped the campus of the Nigerian Law School, Port Harcourt. I called his governor, fire me. I said, fire me. Call Bamidele, call him. He said, what happened? I said, he wants to take away my law school to Delta. It's okay, you call him. Not knowing that those two want law school in their own place. So it was a big problem for us. Well, thank God that he came up and said, look, the truth must be told. And we came here and saw what was on ground and said, look, no need of playing politics, and the law school has come to stay. This law school was not designed by us. It was designed by the Council of Legal Education. And they said this should be a model if anybody wants to build a campus of a law school. So it's not as if we design. No. I said, you design, tell us what you want, how do you want it. So I'll let you know that tomorrow we design it in our own way. So the DG brought it and said, look, this is what the Council of Legal Education had approved. That's okay. Then we started looking for contractors. I called Jonas Berger. They called amount of money that I said, look, I don't want to start a project I cannot finish. This project, I said I must finish it within 1 year. So I told Jonas Berger, arrest. I called Lubrix. They gave me a price. I said, these people, are they supporting me at all? Or they're trying to discourage me? But this is one project. I said, look, I must do and I must finish. Then I called politicians. I said, look, every time you talk about empowerment, but the condition I will give here, if you're ready to go to jail, take this job. So I said, look, we are ready, we'll build it. I was afraid. I said, look, if they don't build it now, I go and arrest them. They said, look at him, he's arresting all his supporters. That's okay. It's a risk I would take. All the buildings you see here, each one done by one politician, each one. If you have 17 buildings here, done by 17 people, forget about those who are in Abuja. Oh, each one. There's no one that was done by an outsider. All Rivers people. But every morning I'm here. As I'm leaving work, I'm here. I even went and told some of their wives. I said, come. Your husband is likely to go to jail. They said, why? I said, because I gave him job. If he doesn't want to go to jail, tell him to go and do my work. And I thank God I did that. So some of them didn't have any excuse to say, oh, I will not be allowed. So they allowed me that they are doing a job. So they were also supervising the job. So some of them came to me, why did you go and tell our wife? I said, yes, 2 things. So that the money will not go away. And 2, the project will be completed. They were working day and night. Even on Sundays, they were working. We completed this project in 10 months' time. 10 months' time. 10 months' time. It cost us 17 billion naira. We are not owing a dime. We are not owing a dime. So, somebody I don't know place on River said, they should ask me what I'm doing with the money that came to River State. Tell your governor to say what he's doing with his money. Come to my state, you will see what I'm doing with River State money. But I will try, let me just say that I don't praise Mr. President. No. I told it's not for me to allow them to do well. They are prayer. If they shouldn't do well, so we can take over. But the truth is that, and let me say it for the first time, so many people ask me, where is he getting this money from? Let me say it. And I want to thank Mr. President. To thank Mr. President. Money that were not paid to the Niger Delta State since 1999. Money, the 13% deductions, money that were not paid. Mr. President approved and paid all of us from Niger Delta and paid us. And for me, it will be unfair not to tell the public. It is not from FAC money. It is the money as paid to me as River State, Delta State, Akwa Ibom State, Edo State, Bayelsa State. And I thank God. And I can say it. And that is why today, since 2019 till now, yesterday we commissioned the 9th flyover. On December we commissioned the 10th flyover. By February next year, we commission 11 and 12 flyovers. The other day, we commissioned the Cancer Center, which we named after our leader, Dr. Peter Odile. Jonas Berger built it and charged us 25.9 billion, equipped by GE, General Electric. We paid, no 1 naira is being owed, not one. Not one. So, I want to sincerely, from my heart and on behalf of the government and people of the state, thank Mr. President for this. Because, I mean, as an opposition government, you could have as well said, don't pay. You can't do anything. After all, since 1999, the money has not been paid. You didn't do anything. So I want to sincerely thank you just on that one. So that you don't take more now. So what? I must say so. And that's what we are saying here today. And I will appeal to all of us. Yes, forget about the rain. Those people that are now be disappointed. If you have time, don't rush. Whether you go to the moot court, whether you go to the cafeteria, whether you go to the library, or you go to the classroom or the hostel, that is what we are supposed to have. Luckily, the National Assembly members are here. Part of our problem in this country is the budgeting system. There's no reason why in the 6 geopolitical zones we should not have a befitting law school campus like this. There's no reason. The problem is this. When they send to the National Assembly that they what they want to build, something that will cost 20 billion, for example, they put in the budget 500 million for that year. Now, a project that will take 20 billion, you put 500 million naira for that year. And knowing that inflation rate, every year inflation rate will go high. Now, the next 20 years, you have not completed one project. One project. Because of our budgeting system. I'm sorry to say, Bamidele, we are still friends. But I'm sorry to say this. You see, when you look at most of the things in the budget, they are unnecessary. Very unnecessary. Constantly buying of bicycle, keke napep, it's unnecessary. Some are building halls for us, community halls. What is that? What is the business of federal government to do community halls? What is the function of local government? What's the function of state? If this money are taken to strategic projects that will develop our country. That's why I tell my national assembly members, each time you come back here, you are buying a motorcycle, which is aiding crime in my area. I have banned the use of motorcycle, and you are bringing back motorcycle. Where these court is, criminals will use to commit crime. We should put our money in things that will develop our country, in things that will develop our state. I believe, and you have that passion. That's why most of the law schools you want to create. I was asking DG, when you go aside to one now in Ekiti, where will they get the money from? Ekiti does not have money to build a law school. But it's true. I'm sorry, the chairman of the Board of Ventures. I'm sorry. The truth must be. Where will they get the money? If not there, it's not. So you don't need to go and establish simply because you want law school there. How much will you put in the budget? So for me, let us do things, even the ones we have. Let us see how we can improve on them. Go to the answer. We have paid 80% of that money. 80% we have paid to make sure that latest by January, February, that school, that campus, you have to commission it. I will not leave it for anybody to come and commission it. I will not leave it. So if anybody thinking that I'll just build and go, no, I will commission it before I go. So I thank you, and I thank the Honorable Nigerian for approving that should be named after Dr. Nabograme Douglas. When I called our senior lawyers, I said, look, I'm thinking, who do we name this school after? In fact, so many, where my head was going to was not what they were talking about. But somehow, we came into agreement. And the day I announced it, every lawyer in the state was happy. Every lawyer was happy. And like the speaker on behalf of our family said here, it's not about where you come from. It's about who merits this. Who, among the lawyers in the state, who merits it? It is Dr. Nabograme Douglas. And it's not about because, if another person has merited it, we'll do it. Just like, and I thank you for giving us approval before we hand over. So if we hand over to you people now, we have no road again. To name some of these projects facilitated after some people who have contributed to legal education, particularly those of them from the state. But I want to appeal, yes, this is Nigerian law school, but just to also protect me, you have to give university a certain percentage of those that were trained to this law school. Because it will be unfair if I spend this amount of money and then our children will say, look at it now, we can't even have any quota. Please, so that I can sleep very, very well. And that's what generally my request has been approved. Now, when we conceived this idea, now another thing that came to us, how do we sustain it? Is it to build and hand over? And then they will go to National Assembly to look for money to run the school. I said, look, we must set a standard so that anybody that wants to set up a law school campus like this should also know, not just building, how do you sustain it? Maintenance is key. In most of government structures, nobody maintains them simply because Not just, anyway, yes, the funding may not be there, but the truth of the matter too, sometimes when the funding is there, what happens? So every time we talk about no funding, even the little that is given, if we apply it judiciously, it will not be the way it is. I agree the funding may not be enough. I used to tell my chief judge. In fact, he sent me text, thanking me. I said, what I so God has used me to now he's the happiest chief judge because I released 80% of his capital vote. Because how many states will release it? 80%. That is in fact 100%. Ordinarily, budget is an estimate. So if we don't have money, what I will give you is what is available. But I said, no, go ahead. Make sure your courts are working. I don't want to enter a court, no air condition. Why? I won't call a state I went to. I won't call that state. I went to the court. I was so mad. I was so mad. I said, this is the high court. Then when the judge rose, she opened the door. I looked. That is the office of the judge. I cannot believe it. And I don't want that to apply to my state. I want anybody who comes to my state to know that this state is different from other states. If you see what Dr. Peter Lee built, the courts he built, go and see it. So we don't want to have any low standard. And I've told him, you have to use it very well. I'll be going to the court sometimes. If I don't say anything, I'll call him, CJ. My things are not working on. That you know that I'll call him. Because I won't hide it. And if he doesn't do it, I say, okay, next time. I say, well, me too. I don't want to be a good governor. I want to be a bad governor. I will not release money. You go to NJC. Nobody will impeach me. I'm not a judicial officer. They will not seize my allocation. So the only thing they will say, that one of the worst governors who have ever agreed. I cannot score 100%. Let me score 70 and go. 100% is A, 70 is A. But yes, I don't need to score 100%. All of us A. Our parents will not ask us which A is. You get no, it's A. So we now say, okay, if you go outside at the left hand, the whole properties there, we acquired it, we paid 2 billion naira to acquire the whole properties there so that they can have something to sustain the school. There's a shopping mall there, which we named after the first teacher of our school, Drunken. Drunken, which we named after the Drunken. So they cannot complain of federal government have not given us money. They can't. And I have released the money, we agree with them. The 10 million for 4 years, which is 480 million, I've already released it to the Attorney General. And I told the Attorney General, they will sign an undertaking agreement, how they will use this money, so that our money will not go to another law school. No. Every money here must be spent in this law school. I don't want to hear that anybody has a problem. Let Child Public Education find anybody who solve their own problem. If Abuja has a problem, let Attorney General put it in the budget. So every money you get here, put it here. I don't want you to go outside. DG and the Council Public Education, please. Chairman, Senate Committee, the money is to be applied to this place. Let you not go outside. It's okay. How will they do? I asked DG. What we have provided for so you will say, oh, take off this. We have given the Deputy Director a Land Cruiser Prado to use as official guard. We have given them 2 Hilux, 2 highest buses, 1 ambulance, and 1 fire service truck. So the vehicles are parked outside, not later. Not later. They are parked outside. I don't want to hear, oh, he made a promise. Everything has been done. So for us, who've done our own, it's not remaining for you to make sure that our students, Nigerian students, have that benefit of learning in a very good environment. And let me take this opportunity and say, because if I allow the Council of Education, they may not remember our people. Austin Alege told me, my furniture you are doing, remember your own people too. So we have names of certain facilities here, again, the following people. The Chief Justice of Nigeria, this auditorium, multipurpose of Justice, Lukayede Ariwana, multipurpose hall. The Moot Court was named after the former Chief Justice of Nigeria, Mahmoud Mohammed GCOA. The library was named after former CJN Walter Onoge. The administrative block, of course, in thanking our brother, the Lieutenant of Mr. President, who did not play politics, Abubakar Malami, SAN. Then when we have our very good lunch, in fact, when the Attorney General was here last night, we came here around 10 p.m. to see things for himself. I believe when you die, they recognize you. Now that you are alive, the DG of the law school will have to recognize you. And so we named that after him. Then the medical center, because his senior brother is a doctor too, and he has been preaching about how people should be well. It's named after Emeka Ngige, senior doctor of Nigeria. The classroom blocks, we named it after Chief Wole Olanipekun, chairman of the Now we have, like I said, there are streets here, streets. The first female chief judge of Rivers State, Daisy Okocha, she has one of the streets. One of the streets again is named after our late brother Lucius Wosu. And the only company that supported us in Dorawa, the petrochemical, the only company that gave us 500 million. And so we named a street after them too. And then late Granville Abimo, who also named one of the streets again. Now we have a lot of hostel blocks, and I want you to go to the hostels. You see the courtyard and the rest. One of them is OCJ, Okocha. The second one is Oke Wale, Another one is named after the president of the Court of Appeal, Dongban Mensa. Another one is one of our late leaders, D.M. Wifa, who is, of course, late. And then we also named one of the hostels to the man who legally trained me, E.C. Okala. And when you go to the staff area, they were the lecturer's quarter. There are two blocks. One is named after former CJ Kasina Allen. And then the last of it is named after our own late leader, Wobidike Wanoni. Yes, Wobidike Wanoni. I believe that from this evening, as you go out, they will open up the graves and you will see the names there. And I think that
these people, for our own knowledge, the Executive Council approved that this thing should be named after them. In order to encourage other people too, I want to sincerely thank all of them. But let me in particular thank Mohammed Bedadeke, who has consistently given us support. In fact, I can tell you that this whole idea was mooted by him, and he continued to encourage me, and he has this to make sure that he participated in this event. Malabi, I most sincerely thank you, and I know that on the 3rd of December, the state will be honoring them as movers of and supporters of Rivers State. Next week, the CJN is coming to commission Justice Mary Odile Judicial Institute, which will build to support our judges, and not as a competition with NJI, no, just to give support. And we believe that magistrates, from time to time, judges from time to time, should be having trainings to, put themselves in order of recent happenings and the legal development. And we also commission the Federal Judicial Service Commission that which the state masters should have, and we took it upon ourselves and built a befitting edifice for the Federal Judicial Service Commission that will take care of the entire South. And we believe too, before the end of the year, the Chief Judge will invite most of you to come and commission modern buildings for the magistrates. We are trying to move out the magistrates from the High Court and let them stay on their own, and to reduce or decongest the High Court premises. So we sincerely thank all of you for coming, and believe that God in His infinite mercy will continue to bless all of you and bless the legal profession. I'm very proud, very, very proud to be a member of this noble profession. Those of you who are not happy with that, I can do. Before you qualify as a lawyer to the land venture, I must have done my 90th birthday as the president said. So sincerely, I thank the chairman, the 2 chairmen of the National Assembly, and all the senior advocates that came. I don't know how to thank you, but do not be in a hurry. You have already come, so it takes time. This reminds my friend, former NBA president. You know, people say politicians, when they make promise, they should keep to it. Is it not? I have made promise and I have fulfilled, not. But you promised me before you leave as NBA president, you hand over the reverse floor of the NBA. You have left, you did not hand over to me. Now, you are not a politician, and you made promise you did not fulfill. Me, I have made promise I have fulfilled. So the problem is not only politicians, the problem is all of us. So please, fulfill your promise as I fulfill my promise. Thank you, and God bless you.